The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by the host of this show are for authentic, honest, and entertaining purposes. Unless you don't think I'm entertaining. I repeat, this is my opinion. I am not telling you how or what to think or feel, but I do encourage you to speak your mind and have conversations. Just don't do too much. Also, this video is brought to you by Sebastine's Patreon, where you can access over 1,000 videos of exclusive content. Pause if you would like to read. If you want to subscribe and support this amazing community, click the link in the description below, and thank you for everything. Enjoy the video. How would you feel? Like, literally what I'm always thinking, and I know it's an extreme, I'm just thinking of that first time in Squid Game season 1 where that woman got shot in the head and literally changed the whole trajectory of this IP called Squid Game. Like, after that first thing happened, it's like, oh my gosh, now we're just gonna see these humans just do anything. And guess what we're gonna do? Profit off of it. Because when whatever happens, all we need is our cameras, our mics, and our production team. That's all we need. But there is one last thing. The subjects that we need to film. Okay, so I'm not only in catch-up mode, I'm also in trying to learn about what the hell is going on. Because one, you already know, like, I'm trying to go into the rabbit hole of KATSEYE and everything, trying to go back and find out how they were formed and everything. And not only that, while I'm trying to do that, I keep getting hit in the face with a lot of stuff going on with the members, like, today. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. Like, it's really, really a lot. And I'm just trying to get right. So, and also, I was told to watch, Kyla told me about it, the Pop Star Academy. Star Academy, I think, on Netflix. And at first I thought it was Dream Academy, but it's not. Dream Academy is the actual survival show. From what I remember, it's the 20 members out of the pool of 120,000 applicants. And then that in itself was the survival show, and Pop Star Academy is, I guess, the actual forming of KATSEYE. But I was like, while I'm trying to do my research, I was getting like a vibe of like Pop Star Academy ain't all what it's really, I guess, shown in the beginning. I haven't seen it yet. And I kind of want to get like I guess, well, I'm about to watch it. Let's say that. I'm about to watch it. And I don't know, bro. Like, I'm getting the feeling like there's something that was going on in the making of this group that I don't even know, or there might be some underlying somethings in that. I don't know, but we have a conversational video. This is from the one and only Cheomji. You know what I'm saying? This came out 11 months ago. The title is The Mischaracterization of KATSEYE, and in parentheses it says Pop Star Academy. So I'm trying to learn a little bit more of this whole process, because I came in like at a time where I need to have more lore. You know what I'm saying? And also, in this recording session that I'm doing, it's I'm checking out the missions, the mission joints, like the mission performances, like 1, 2, and 3. I'm checking out those, so I'm just trying to get right. So please excuse my slowness to getting right. You know, I'm just trying to do what it do. You feel me? Within the last 4 years, I have come to find out that people really, really, really hate hype. And some shit be going on with hype. Man, I remember when Big Hit, and I remember when hype was formed. Like, wasn't we all happy and shit? Like, hey man, listen. I say just listen. Let's check it out. Let's see what's going on. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's get right.
I just finished watching the Pop Star Academy documentary series on Netflix, and oh my gosh, I don't know what it is about Hybe and documentaries, but we need to shut it down.
Damn!
Hybe does not need to be making any more documentaries about their groups after this point. They want to invoke more dramatic moments to be able to appeal to larger audiences and incentivize people to watch the shows, but what it ends up doing, in the case of both LE SSERAFIM and now KATSEYE, is harming the members of the group the documentaries portray.
Interesting. Okay. So that was in LE SSERAFIM's doc too. Well, I do remember some of like moments where it was getting like very tense. and that's the meta now.
The way Popstar Academy is presented fully paints some of the members of KATSEYE and a lot of the contestants of Dream Academy as villains.
Really?
Part of this, I blame Hybe and Geffen, obviously, but another big part of this that cannot be ignored, and similar to the Le Seraphim documentary situation, the people posting think pieces about this and dragging the members of KATSEYE and Dream Academy contestants through the mud actually did not watch the series. Or maybe they did watch the series, but characteristic to K-pop fans, they lack the ability to comprehend what actually happened.
Okay, well, that I understand that, and also it took me a long time to realize the minds of the majority of K-pop fans and stans and stuff like that. It took a lot of like trying to understand just how they move, especially the toxic ones, like dragging names to the ends of the earth. You know what I'm saying? I'd say it's not for the faint of heart, honestly.
They couldn't give a 2-minute synopsis of what the documentary was about as a whole, yet are weighing in to call Manon the villain, or calling Sophia and Lara the villains. The way that I see it, none of the contestants of this show should be labeled as evil or villains or mean girls for what happened on the show, and I want to tell you why I think so.
And also, I want to say this right now. I don't like how people is treating Manon. You know, well, not people. I just don't like. I kind of get a little itchy. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm seeing like stuff happen, like just things where it seems like there's like an underlying narrative being put. It makes me feel very uneasy. And ever since I've tapped into KATSEYE, it's literally just been Manon getting, like, people are focusing in on like her, or say like her maybe being mean when she does not come off mean at all, or there's some toxic stance being blatantly racist, or just like the I guess scrolling on TikTok and stuff. Well, just TikTok, 'cause it's still on my fucking IG. To put all the moments of where it seems like Manon is being mistreated. And like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm so above clips and stuff like that. But I know, like, literally, if I've seen different clips in one setting, it really hits harder, bro. Because I'm seeing it for the first time, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm getting epiphanies and everything while watching one video, when I have to go back and like see everything that's going on, because I'm not trying to be that type of person. I'm just like always trying to ask the question of like, yo, what is happening? Why is this happening? And I'm trying to get more info on that and be more educated in that before I just start making wild ass takes. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a little bit more mature now. Hope you guys don't mind. You know, nice music.
If you don't know, Hybe's documentary Popstar Academy has recently been released on Netflix. It dives a lot deeper into how KATSEYE was formed as a group.
Okay.
I think one of the most pivotal and important moments of Popstar Academy to consider is the revelation that the contestants of Dream Academy did not know they were signing up for a survival show.
Really?
They found out it was a competition just as soon as the fans did.
That's kind of okay. Wait, that's kind of crazy. What the fuck? Well, not crazy. It's like, oh, y'all don't want these ladies to get prepared for the shit that might happen.
Contestants were deliberately kept in the dark while training for the purposes of drama for this Netflix documentary series. Dream Academy's transition into a competition was very sudden, and a bulk of this documentary outlines how much that change impacted the dynamic and relationship between all of the contestants.
I can literally, bro, that's actually kind of crazy. Like, these girls young as hell, and they getting thrown into some shit where they don't even know what's finna happen. And then they just gotta react in real time in front of red cameras and a Netflix backing. That literally sounds like, that kind of sounds like a recipe for the drama that Hybe and Geffen are looking for, or the creators of this thing are looking for. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I'm not trying to like make it an equivalent. The people, it's different, and I think it's a little bit more sinister, kinda, because like we have our reality TV shows or these like documentaries and stuff on TV, i.e. like Love Island, for example. Like, these people know the type of shit that's going on. So it's like, okay, they kinda have an idea what's going on, but then we find out the process. Like from what I heard, they keep them quarantined for some time to the point of, lack for a better term, they're damn near just on some other type of like mental stuff while they reach this island, and then can't, and then they gotta damn near fight tooth and nail to get the connection that they want, and then next thing you know, they come back to the world, and then you just looking at the whole world picking you apart, everything that you have done, especially in an environment to where an hour to an hour and a half of content is pushed to the public, but there's 24 hours of recording, and production has the ability to edit and put anybody they want in a certain type of narrative. Like, that's like holy hell. Like the last season, like, what was it, two girls that did some racist stuff? They went into the villa, took them out, and did that. And everybody just making jokes about it. Everybody waking up and stuff, just like, whoa, like dead ass. And I'm not saying that what they did was right, but just imagine, like it was a different situation, that you did not say some outlandishly racist stuff. Imagine you did something, and you just sleep tucked in, and you just hear somebody tap you on your shoulder while you probably in the deepest of sleeps, just tap you in the shoulder. You wake up, it could be like a light flashing in your face and say, it's time to go. It's time to go. Like, y'all remember when I think that was what, Sierra, where she was like, it was either her or somebody else yelling when Olandria was doing her confessional. Like, it's just, yo, these events or these shows kind of, I feel like you got to do it ethically, bro. Like, you have to do something like this ethically, and we're switching back gears to Popstar Academy, because it's like they didn't know what's going on. They're not, these girls, I don't know the complete ages of these girls, but these girls aren't, their frontal lobes probably have not developed yet. These are young women, and they're signing up for something like, oh my gosh, yeah. Then you put them in the thing, and then like it's a survival show. I'm saying this without even watching it, obviously. I'm just speaking on what was said right here. So I'm talking about this information right here, and I'm just thinking of it in real time. It's like, damn, that's kind of messed up. Like, that's really kind of messed up. And at the same time, you got people doing think pieces about you as a human. Like, imagine getting tricked and people are on your ass about you being a human, calling you a villain and shit. Like, what did they do? Why are they being talked about like this?
It's at this point where and why the documentary is being discussed across social media, and people are labeling certain contestants as mean girls. Popstar Academy does not paint some of the existing members of KATSEYE in the best lights, particularly revolving around the situation regarding Manon's role on the show. As members of this training program, they go from believing that everyone around them has the ability to debut as long as they work hard enough, to the prospect that they will probably be eliminated for factors that are no longer in their control.
So they all thought they were going to debut. All 20 of them thought they were going to debut. And then now it's just like, no, y'all got to fight to the death for it. It's actually 6 members, actually. That's pretty messed up. Like, that's pretty messed up. Like, yo, like, that is crazy.
The burden of global audience voting becomes the central plot point halfway through the series that almost every contestant reconciles with in some way. It no longer matters that they're the best dancer or singer if they're showing up to practice and rehearsals every single day and putting in the work. If the global audience votes places them at the bottom of the ranking, none of their hard work matters anymore.
Wow.
They can no longer work hard enough on their performance ability to win public favor if it's going to someone else on the show, which is where Manon becomes a central plot point during episode 5 of the series, titled The Math Ain't Mathing. Manon has been sick for rehearsals and is consistently not showing up for practice. As a result of this, the contestants aren't as close to her as they are the others who have been showing up. There are several members who aren't showing up for practice, but yet Manon is singled out by the contestants because of how popular she was during audience voting. Manon
Okay.
Immediately started ranking very high all around the world, and towards the end of episode 5, the contestants expressed to the show's psychologist how frustrated they are that people like Manon are getting so many votes without putting in as much effort during practice. The series
Ooh.
outlines the situation quite plainly. It resolves on a good note, but it does require the viewer to
Oh my
infer what's
gosh.
going on. With
Yeah, I definitely need to hold on. I definitely need to watch this because this is actually kind of crazy. Like bro, I really hope. And also, wait, hold on, wait. They're recording their talk to this, I guess, person to where it's supposed to be a safe space. Oh my gosh. Okay. What the fuck? That's what he said, right?
voting. Manon immediately started ranking very high all around the world, and towards the end of episode 5, the contestants expressed to the show's psychologist
The show psychologist. So not only are we dropped on this on we're dropped into this thing. Not only do we now know that all of us are not gonna debut, now there's global voting and people outside of the buildings that they're practicing in have control over the pretty much the outcome of, I guess, an episode or something. So not only that, now you have a show psychologist on the premises to where someone, I'm pretty sure someone should have a safe space to say what they want. No, we gonna film that shit too, and then we gonna edit it however we want to edit it. And it's like, yeah, it's like then there's people saying like, oh no, why the fuck is she getting this much attention? Nigga, I don't know. I don't know why she's getting this much attention. So like, okay, so and not only that, they're probably being told like this is a safe space, but we're filming it. So whatever you say, I guess it's like telling them like, yo, this is being recorded. So it just gives them plausible deniability. So whatever they say, it's on them. That's what I'm assuming was going on here.
how frustrated they are that people like Manon are getting so many votes without putting in as much effort during practice. The series outlines the situation quite plainly. It resolves on a good note, but it does require the viewer to infer what's going on, which inference, as we found, is not a skill that many K-pop fans hold in their toolkits. From
Damn.
Manon's perspective, she started the program at a severe disadvantage over being sick and immediately fell behind.
Okay.
Manon explains in the show how she questioned whether or not she wanted to go through with the program after
Oh,
immediately
my.
falling behind due to her sickness and not feeling like she could measure up to the other contestants who had been practicing all this time.
Right.
As soon as the show turns competitive, Manon's effortless popularity becomes a point of contention for everyone on the show.
Okay, wait. That's kind of that sounds like a slippery slope waiting to happen though. If she's like, so assuming that her saying like she doesn't feel like she can, what's the word, keep up with the other contestants on the show, or like seeming like since she's been like sick and stuff, she maybe not feel like she's the most deserving. I'm asking as a question. So assuming that the people, the global voters, were trying to give Manon a chance because she's been sick and like, actually giving her a chance to be up in the rankings just to give her a chance because literally she's sick. She can't control herself being sick. So that is telling all the other competitors or like I guess making some of the other contestants like, hold on, why the hell is she going up if she ain't been here like that? That could have gone to the spot of somebody else doing that. So now the people are trying to give this girl a second chance, but in doing that, it's raising some tension in the show. Holy fuck. That's all right. Oh my gosh. I feel bad. Like I feel bad and I haven't even seen the show yet. I'm definitely gonna watch it. Sooner or later, I'm gonna watch it, but this is interesting context, bro. Like, damn. Like, this is all kind of like a social experiment or some Truman Show shit because we're all just like having this surveillance as society now, where it's even more surveilled as it was before. This is crazy. The thing about it, like, these are young women, bro. These are young girls. And some people are treating them as if like they're like 30-year-old evil hussies. Like, bro, oh my gosh.
Manon realizes through the favorable audience voting results that she may have a chance and decides to start showing up for practice and developing her skills as a performer.
Like, that's a pretty good arc for a show. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, okay, you kind of reaching some type of like emotional, you tugging at the heartstrings because she feels like she can't make it. You want to know what, girl? We got you. America got you. The global voters got you. Hey, you know what? You gonna go ahead and go up in that joint. We gonna vote. Vote for Manon. Yes, vote for Manon because we would like to get this girl's confidence up. We want her to put that fire inside of her belly to keep going, which is good. But I guess we just didn't account for the other contestants feeling a way about that. Fuck.
It's this dynamic that presents the most unfortunate and unfair aspect of the idol and entertainment industry. That hard work and consistently doing your best and developing a competitive edge over other contestants won't even get you half of the way to achieving your dreams. The rest of the way is subjective and based on audience votes from around the world
and that's crazy.
Are very difficult to influence.
And that is really, if you put that into a vacuum, that is pretty insane. Fuck.
The rest of the way to the idol industry cannot necessarily be earned through hard work, right? This is why the show's shift to a competition is such a key component to this story. None of the contestants were prepared for something like this, and with Manon's effortless popularity despite not showing up to practice, the other contestants became demoralized at the prospect that they may lose their spot in this group to someone who hasn't put in nearly enough effort as they did.
And that's also kind of crazy too. Like, Manon thought she wouldn't be able to I guess, get the spot that she was received because she wasn't showing up to practice. All right, so that's one thing. Now there's some other contestants literally facing the fact that, bro, they literally probably are not even going to make it regardless if they work the skin off their ass to try and get it. That one thing that's going like stop them from doing it is subjective audience. So now to try and what's the word? Try to, I guess, find a solution to one problem. Potentially, 5 to 10 more problems were created. Or like the one problem or another problem was created for multiple women or multiple girls. Oh my gosh.
Suddenly, the contestants and their friends who have been working hard are being eliminated from the show. It's not Manon's fault, but for the contestants who still have to worry about their own place on this program, they start to blame her for the unfairness of the entertainment industry.
And that's not right. That's not right. It's not her fault. It's genuinely not her fault. Like, deadass is not her fault. That's not fair. That's not fair, bro.
She is coming to represent it.
One, I'm sick. I'm sick as fuck. I can't control that. Now, like, naturally, I'm like, yo, I'm probably not gonna make it because I've been sick and not going to practice. That's not saying like, hey, America, can you please vote for me? Give me another chance. Give me another chance. I don't know if she did that. I don't think, from what's being told right here, it seems like she did not do that. But it's like, yo, like, I don't have a choice in nothing, and I'm getting blamed for everything. That's not right. That's not cool. What the fuck? Oh, damn.
Manon reconciles with the rest of the contestants as the show enters its final stage. The members of the program agree to continue on and put everything behind them, and the show continues to the end.
Oh, okay. All right, that's good. Oh, damn. Conflict resolution. Okay, I like that.
Obviously, Manon does end up debuting, and it's kind of clear at the final ceremony that the contestants do still resent her in some ways.
Well, fuck.
At least they did in that moment for everything that has happened. Despite Manon putting in the work to measure up to people's expectations, it still wasn't really enough for some people in the end.
So what you telling me is that she came in at a disadvantage. Something that she even had control in just fucked up the whole vibe. She tried to work her ass off to measure up. To like get up there with everybody else, and that's still not enough because of that one thing that happened. So pretty much what is being said is like, if she was just like literally was busting her ass to get back to it before the voting thing happened, everything would have been good. That's what I'm getting at. Because one, I thought Cuz just said they reconciled. If they reconciled, that means they reconciled. If you was still going to resent the girl after that, and I'm just like going off his information, just letting you know, if you gonna resent the lady after that, then why the fuck did you reconcile with her? You was just like, oh nah, girl, it's good, it's all good. What, y'all, you ain't think that saying everything was all good? You thought she was finna get eliminated or something? And now that she didn't get eliminated, some of y'all still is resenting? I need to watch this show. I need to watch this.
The show ends on a good note despite all of this, but the image of people like Sophia and Lara have been honestly completely soured due to how the show has constructed itself as a drama series first and foremost. You know how this story ends, right? And so the only draw from a producer's perspective for people to watch this show is presenting something unique and enticing for entertainment purposes, but we're now left with a very unfortunate situation for the existing group that is KATSEYE. I'm very frustrated by the end of the show and worried that Sophia and Lara are going to have a very tough time living this down. If you put yourself in the situation that was this show, nobody is really in the wrong here. Everyone was justified to feel the way that they did, being so close to their dreams and unexpectedly presented with the prospect that they will lose this opportunity, and there's nothing that they can do anymore to fix that problem.
And this is also why I'm saying, like, this is kind of like some Truman Show shit, because, like, say you know what? I'm not going to say this is like Squid Game, but it kind of is in practice, aside from all the murder, kill stuff. Like, we're put in a situation to literally just snap into some random as like psychology to achieve our dream. Like, bro, we have to snap into something that is going to become the perfect storm to get to the place that we all wanted to get to. And in that sense, the most natural thing is for people to become competitive in a competition and, I guess, try to use their wits or whatever is going on to try and get to the outcome. But in the midst of getting into the outcome, literally nothing you can do is in your control. But practicing, working hard, I guess speaking about somebody in a certain type of way. But, like, your mind, bro, your mind is in some type of state to the point where they need a fucking show psychologist. That's one. And it's like, wow. So not only did I just get duped, now I'm put in some Hunger Games situation. It's obviously not that dramatic, but I'm put in a situation to where, bro, this is about to be cutthroat. Damn. Do I want to get to my point? Do I want to get to the point that I want to do? Do I want to get to the point of the outcome that I want to get to the outcome of? In this cutthroat type of competition, that means I got to be cutthroat. But if I am cutthroat, I'm going to be seen as a bitch. Like, that is crazy. That is crazy. And then not only that, the internet never forgets. So let alone, I'm trying to be competitive. I'm trying to be competitive in this type of thing. So I start doing some competitive stuff. Or like being competitive. Or I genuinely have a gripe with something. Oh my gosh, this is oh my goodness gracious.
Sophia was consistently at the top of the show's rankings and evaluations, as was Lara, but they were losing their friends in the process. The people around them who were working just as hard, if not harder than they were, are suddenly eliminated from the show. They're presented with this idea that the results of this show are becoming more and more unstable, and they themselves may find themselves being eliminated as well for reasons that are out of their control. Everyone was demoralized as soon as the first wave of eliminations went out for this reason.
Question, is this like something? Is this like some type of like wonky ass way to get these girls prepared for the idol industry? You know what I'm saying? Is this like an ends justifying the means type of thing? Because if so, then that's another point of like, damn, my nigga, like, oh my gosh, like, bro, like putting young people through some mental struggle just to get to the point where they're probably gonna receive a lot more mental struggle. So we gonna make them struggle, just start putting them in fucked up situations at the beginning, just so they can be prepared. Is that what that is? Is that what this is? Because I always go back to like the first survival show that I saw, Island, within Hypin'. And like, y'all remember like the stuff that was going on with what was his name? Sean, K, and he sung, like, remember that? Remember? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, This is crazy. This is actually crazy. But like, you ain't gotta drag the girl through the mud for the rest of her days. My goodness gracious, bro. You don't have to do that. Fuck.
I don't think anyone should be to blame for the situation besides the show's producers who had the idea to not tell the Dream Academy contestants that they were in a competition.
And also that, they probably like, this is about to be good TV. Hey, how about we tell these young ladies that, hey, they can sign up for this joint to become an idol. Don't even put nothing else in the joint, or maybe put what's going to happen in some tiny fine print. Tiny fine print. Maybe that. Oh, but when they get here, we're going to tell them, no, 20 of y'all are no. This is actually about to be 6 people. And not only that, the people voting are people you have never met in your life. 330 million Americans plus other people from other countries. Oh yeah, those are that's your fate. That's great TV, hands rubbing together and everything. And not only that, we have all the editing rights. Oh, we got ourselves a good show full of drama. Honestly, it kind of breaks my heart because these are young people, young impressionable people. Oh my gosh.
They did it for the purposes of drama, and so this post-debut series would have some kind of incentive for people to watch it, but in the end, now the members are painted in a very unfortunate light across social media for simply being frustrated at the unfairness of the idol and entertainment industry. Manon was unfairly targeted and singled out, yet the other contestants were justified to feel frustrated by the changing dynamic of this show. They shouldn't have blamed Manon for it, but that is what happened, right?
That's the conundrum. That's the thing. That's the conundrum. It's just a conundrum that literally is like, bro, what is the solution? What is the actual solution? Like, she was singled out, right? We know this, and we know that. Everybody is justified in their feeling, but they don't have to blame Manon for it, though. And that's the thing that, from what I guess my opinion is like, okay, so yes, Manon was singled out. The other contestants were frustrated, but they didn't have to like blame Manon for it. Okay, full stop. You didn't have to blame Manon for it. That's the thing. And not only that, like I said before, these are young girls, young women. Bro, you can't if a youngin says some shit that's probably out of the blue, wild as hell. Obviously, with like some type of stipulations, like when we get into like racism and stuff like that, obviously, like racism, all the phobias and all those other things. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, I don't like how this, is, that, and the third happened. You didn't have to blame Manon for what's going on. That's not it. So that's the full stop. However, I feel weird saying that this person is a beep or you ain't never gonna beep, like all this other stuff, because she said something out of frustration to where maybe they probably don't have the experience, maybe the I guess the vocabulary to articulate themselves in the pit of frustration. Like, these aren't grown people. These are kids. Like, these are kids. So expecting somebody to be the epitome of a good human as a kid in a clip of 20 people, when there's literally a whole generation of people being mean as shit on the internet in comment sections and everything with their free will, that's a big ask. That's a big ask. And also, I'm talking about the racism, the isms, and the isms and the phobias aside. That type of rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? That's that.
I don't think anyone was in the wrong here, and they have since reconciled and are now in a group together, and we're doing pretty good. And now I feel like this documentary is putting them back at square one. The members are going to have to work to address the images that this show has put onto them. That is what is really unfair about all of this. I don't think this documentary was effective for that reason, and now there's discord among the larger K-pop fan base, and even among the fans of KATSEYE themselves. That's what I think about this. Again, the show does end on a somewhat positive note, but the show's producers constructed the series in a way that you have to use comprehension skills to be able to piece the bigger picture together.
And also, who's the more at fault and who should take the accountability? The person putting out this piece of footage in hopes of the masses of people where you know that they don't have the fundamental capabilities of comprehension, empathy, nuances, all these words, these words where you know this, or should we say no? It's the fault of the people who have the ability. It's the fault. Like which one do you hold at accountability? The masses, millions, thousands, millions of people where you know the common consensus is not gonna take your comprehension, or not going to take your intention of getting them to comprehend. So pretty much you already know they're probably not going to do that. They're probably not going to comprehend. Or who's more to be accountable? The person who is crafting film, crafting this body of work in the hopes that the masses comprehend. However, if they don't, we're getting popularity, eyes on us, views, and we're getting a K-pop group out of it. Who do you think, like, even if they did, okay, cool, we got a K-pop group and we got a taste of what it's like for the K-pop stan community being normal. But if we don't, we get some outrage, we get think pieces. What's better than getting views on top of views on people who have viewed your piece of project? Like, we know who should be accountable for it. The people putting out the footage. Damn.
That is a tall task for the greater K-pop community these days, which is why I believe we see people so volatile towards Sophia and Lara as a result of what was shown in the series.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I am so frustrated with Hybe. Once again, it is literally insane, but thank you for watching this if you did. If you watched the show and have any thoughts on this, definitely let me know what you think. Okay. Thanks again for watching this. Subscribe if you want to, and I will see you next time.
Okay, so for first things first, I really would like to just point out that I just want to just let it be known that I'm not a label stan at all, because I genuinely thought that when Hybe first came like on the scene, when they did that big ass merger or whatever the hell happened, I thought everything was going to be fine. I did not know 4 years later a bunch of shit was just going to keep happening to the point of that nigga. This talks about Bang PD going like, bro, I did not expect this. I did not expect this. It hasn't even been 5 years, bro. It hasn't even been 5 years. That's the thing. All this shit is going on, so it gets me thinking like, yo, big business will really move like big business. Even in the beginning, it may have seemed like everything was gonna be fine. Damn, that is crazy. That is really crazy. And I guess putting that aside, I'm not really a fan of what Hybe is doing now in terms of practices and everything that's going on. I'm just trying to keep it music and like get some fun and some positivity out of these songs and everything. But looks like another label or organization is tapping into some wonky shit. It makes me feel bad. It makes me feel pretty sad, man. And switching over to KATSEYE, come on, bro, please. Like, they're young, bro. They just got here. Please, can we please stop just treating them like they're Satan, like they're evil, bruh. Oh my gosh, like, Can we please give them at least some benefit of the doubt and be like, okay, I didn't like what she did, and just leave it at that. Like, I didn't like what she did. If she's able to reconcile or like, atone for some sins that she may think she did, then let her do that. Don't just drag their names through the mud and then keep finding certain things that justifies you dragging them through the mud. Like, oh my gosh. Like, that is crazy. Especially in a time, especially in something where they don't have any control. They don't have any control over the situation, but their mouths and their work ethic. My question to you is, what would you do? That's what my question is. I know this is a late video, but I just want to know, what would you do if you were dropped in this situation and you thought everything was going to be fine? You was going to debut with your girl. You thought you were going to debut with some girls, kick it, practice hard together, do all these things in good fun, good entertainment, good just camaraderie as humans. Then you just get hit with some shit like, not only is 20 of y'all not debuting, it's only going to be 6. And the global vote and all these things that came into play. I'm also going to watch the show, of course. But how would you feel? How would you feel? Like, literally what I'm always thinking, and I know it's an extreme, I'm just thinking of that first time in Squid Game season 1 where that woman got shot in the fucking head and literally changed the whole trajectory of this IP called Squid Game. Like, after that first thing happened, it's like, oh my gosh. Now, we're just going to see these humans just do anything. And guess what we're going to do? Profit off of it. Because when whatever happens, all we need is our cameras, our mics, and our production team. That's all we need. But there is one last thing. The subjects that we need to film. What do you guys think? Please let me know. I'm gonna watch this, but this is a very, very interesting journey of a K-pop group, and I'm very intrigued on how this happened. Oh my goodness.